Hey guys, how's it going? Coach Tyson from Ox Strength. Today we're going to be talking about peaking and tapering strategies right in time for Ox Classic, and at the same time Nero pani end of the block. So Nero experience plus facts layer will maybe sum it up, but I just want to show you guys my squat first. Heavy double. Let's see. I'm hoping to break my PR, which is 270 for a double, but at the very least match चाहिँ म गर्छु. So let's see warm up garde jump and then how it is. I'll explain it to you guys as we go through the workout. Let's go. आज चाहिँ फेरि जिममा spotter loader training पनि भएको थियो, so we'll have 5-man squat as well, so make the most out of it. अब बार नि मैले ल्याउनु पर्यो नि. डग गयो यार. नी स्लिभ सर्छ के तल. खुट्टा घटेर यार. खुट्टा घटेन स्पट चाहिँ घटेको छैन. One more. भारी थियो. Good squat. कति भयो हामीले like top end push नगरेको, and this is still not the top end. No taper, just walk in. अस्ति पनि volume PR, day 1, and then day 3, back to back volume PR. I'm coming for everything. It's not over. I always win. It's over when I say it's over. What do you push press. Okay, done with squat. Ramrai bhayo, like an average. They agi josma khai ke bhane, but I think this session really gives me confidence to move forward, that I'm not washed out yet. Like kati time, obviously, like when you compete regularly and you push your body to the limit, intrusive thoughts definitely also, like, is this my limit? Is this all that I can do? Is like 300 a course forever? Like, यस्तो एउटा feeling त definitely आउँछ. I'll be lying if I said like, every meet I expect a PR, every session I think like dami huncha. But yo last 15 weeks post comp, we changed a lot of things. Like when I'm done with the whole plan, I'm a full 30-35 weeks ko plan share garchu. But one of the few things was to really bring up work capacity, go into the meet, no taper, go into the peak week, no taper, because unreliable हुन्छ कहिले हुन्छ कहिले नहुने खालके सिचुएसन भइरहेको हुन्छ. सो यो पालि no taper, heavy hit. But यो गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ like the biggest thing that we worked on is obviously first thing, I lost weight on purpose. Gym खोलेर घटाए हैन weight. I lost weight on more calories than I was using to maintain my weight. Gym खोलेर चाहिँ हो त्यो चाहिँ, but everything was managed. So peak week गर्दाखेरि I think my philosophy from now, like for the past few years, is to taper as little as possible, have a reliable block system, and you look at the things that is affecting us to perform on the week, on the desired week. So for me, usually week 4 is my strongest, right? I know this for a fact. So yo pali we really brought up the work capacity, you know, like 20, 25, 30 reps squat, but 40, 45 reps a week is insane work. Volume of work for somebody my weight, my range of motion, and my strength level. I'm not saying I'm very tall, I'm very big, I'm very strong. For me, it is a lot. And there could be people who 350 squatter or something. Come going to the workload. If someone's 6'5" and 350 kg squat, 45 reps is impossible. But for me and where I am at, it's a lot of volume of work for me. So I really focused on my weaknesses, being overweight. I have to admit it. Not being fit enough. So त्यसमा गरेर चाहिँ reliable peak आएछ. This is still not the best block from me, for sure. But third block मा चाहिँ just we nailed it down pretty well. We still continue to work on these things and move forward. Tomorrow I have a bench session. Bench session मा चाहिँ again another double. Bench has been affected most by weight cut, and also have had to change a lot of things based on my leverage and everything that we've done. So भोलि more discuss गर्छु अनि other strategies to pick पनि बिस्तारै कुरा गरेर जाम. So strategy number 1, go into with no taper, but fix the things that need fixing. See you tomorrow for bench. Bloodberry, हैन? Alright, day 2. आज चाहिँ bench press छ. Just getting myself a pre-workout. And यो चाहिँ हाम्रो ultimate favorite pre-workout from Aura supplement store. Hide 2.0. 1 पनि राम्रै थियो, झन् 2 त झन् अति नै बवाल. आजको bench powered by, आजको bench मात्रै हैन एक्चुअली सबै नै bench powered by. हामीले भन्नु चाहिँ भनेको छैन कुन खान्छ भनेर. ओ जसको पनि आफ्नै फ्लेभर आएछ है ल. ल cheers गर्दा. bench मा नि डबल तर लास्ट विक नै रेड लाइन भइसक्यो खासमा. 145 अब आज 47 ट्राई गर्नु पर्यो. छ कि छैन थाहा छैन. आज युजुअल टाइम भन्दा डिफ्रेन्ट टाइममा पनि ट्रेन भइरहेको छ. प्लस लाइक आई सेड लास्ट विकै अब लिमिट देखिसक्यो. यो पालि अब एक्स्ट्रा आउँछ कि आउँदैन थाहा छैन. लेट्स सी, बट ट्राई चाहिँ गर्छु एटलिस्ट 47. 50 सोचिरहेको थिएँ इनिसियली, बट देन क्लोजर ग्रिपमा अलिकति सिङ्गल राम्रो भयो नि, डबल चाहिँ अलिकति गाह्रै हुने रहेछ. tight. कस्तो नमिले. Alright guys, bench double failed. Kind of expected the nabhanum, but then like I said last week red line bhaisyo 145. Today should have been 145 and last week should have been 42 or 40. Pretty much figure out bhayo. So it's not an execution thing. It's not because of X, Y, Z, or I woke up, or I have to take class, or you know, I train at a different time. Garmi cha, chiso cha, jutta chiplyo. Haru ke bhन्छ. Like it's none of those things. Simply at this moment in time, I was not strong enough for the lift, and that's that. But every failure is not like literally a bad thing, especially in training, because it gives us an opportunity to learn, which we can carry over to our next peak. So हामीले पिककै बारे भिडियो बनाएर हो योपालि पनि. So bench चाहिँ मेरो again like I said, I've lost a lot of weight अनि बेन्चमा leverages एकदमै धेरै चेन्ज भइराछ. So टेक्निक फिक्स भइसकेको छैन के लाइक यो नयाँ बडी वेटमा पर्फेक्ट टेक्निक फिक्स भइसकेको छैन. सो हामीले पिक गर्दाखेरि पनि what is the right amount of volume. So benchमा चाहिँ what is the right amount of volume that is needed, because benchमा work capacity was never really the problem for me. But then when I changed my technique from a wider grip bench, flared out, more control at the chest, press garda, opposed to right now, closer grip, commit to the sink, heave, and then through the legs and hips. So yo garदाखेरि चाहिँ complete anatomy नै change हुन्छ, because when I'm holding the bar, we're using more of the pec muscle, we're using more of the back to hold the weight. So yo garदाखेरि I can handle a lot more volume. But then like I go closer grip hunda, everything's on my elbows and everything on my shoulders and more triceps. So त्यो गर्नु साथै volume has been reduced a lot. So यो दुईटा कुरा चाहिँ manage भइराछ यो पिकमा चाहिँ. So what is the right amount of volume for my bench to really show up? Like I said, squatमा जस्तै taper चाहिँ गर्दैन हामीले benchमा पनि. But then what is the optimal amount of volume is needed? So because पहिला I was like 80 reps around that range, but right now we're like 45 reps of volume, and then सबै accessoriesबाट pecs को लागि, back को लागि volume create गरिरहेको छ. So यो figure out पनि peak week हुँदासम्म भइसक्नुपर्छ. And then के हुनसक्छ, दुईटा कुरा हुनसक्छ. One is that you can be too fatigued with too much volume. Second is that you're too detrained with too little volume, or somewhere in between. If you need more technique work or if you need more volume work, चाहिँ figure out गर्नु जान्नुपर्छ peak हुँदासम्म. So this block two blocks मात्रै भयो volume change गरेको. अब I feel like personally that the volume for my bench is not enough, and then fatigue carryover from accessories alikati धेरै भइराछ is what I feel. Now I'll reflect my reflection to my coach, अनि त्यहाँबाट we come to a decision and then manage the next peak better. However, I'm really happy with how the single moved for me. Second rep मा चाहिँ more issue हो, so it's not that big of a concern yet. Because my top end is pretty much like 157, 160 मात्रै हो, and I feel like I'm quite comfortable for 155, 152 any given week 4. So point number 2, figure out how much volume you need to stay trained but not too fatigued, and then ride the wave. Okay, that's peak number 2. Peak point number 2, some back of work for bench press. Still try to figure out the technique and everything, and move on to deadlift. All right, and point number 3, यो चाहिँ peak हुँदाखेरि I think as athletes even it goes through my head like मेरो issue चाहिँ यो हो भनेर सोच्छ. Like for some people squatमा depth हान्नु सक्दैन, for some people benchमा pause गर्न सक्दैन. For me, I can't put my hips down. For Ojas, let's say, he cannot lock the weight out. And for anybody else, like we have like 1,000 different problems, like jutta, moja, pattu, t-shirt, singlet, like there's unlimited issues, right? But oftentimes, if training is reliable, by the time you're peaking for comp, it should be. But if not, it's not really those issues that we really need to focus on. It's simply the weight that we choose to lift. That is the biggest issue when it comes to the peaking strategy. Today I can make 1,000 different excuses as to why I couldn't lift the weight, but at the end of the day, it's simply a weight problem. Like 140 was so easy, right? So 145 gareko bhane maybe could have been a good lift. But 147 bhayepachi my hips came off. I slid on the bench. I couldn't transition into my arms. My elbows were more externally rotated. My feet started slipping, and then I simply failed the lift. So I think at the end of the day, it's a load selection issue oftentimes. So we need to be more diligent with our training. Like taper garepachi ma सक्छु भन्ने भन्दा पनि at the end of the day, predictability, reliability, and data is key whenever we do the peak. So all these three things I think is most important when it comes to peaking for competitions. Don't do anything different. Train to standards every single time. Train with your equipment every single time and the best possible gym equipment that you have available. Train with that and then make your training really, really reliable, and that's how we can get the best possible outcome in the meet. Of course, after the taper, aligati ta increase huncha, but we can't expect it to be like astronomical. त्यो हुनु साथै again, it's unreliable and जे पनि हुन सक्छ. So at the end of the day, have a positive trend leading up. मेरो bench यस्तै छ. Squat, at least we figured it out this block, which is not really a like एकदमै find out गरेको कुरा हैन, because my squat has always been pretty reliable. But then bench, just a few little things left still. I think maybe next block. I have 3 or 4 more blocks before I compete, but I'm for sure that it will be fixed by then. In deadlift, a lot of things to do still. I'm gonna do some deadlift. It's not worth it for the video. And then yeah, I think you guys are also 1 week out from Ox Classic. Best of luck to all the participants. Registrations now closed. And jo participate garnu lagecha. Best of luck to each and every one of you competing, and then hope to see you guys here. Entry or free or gym ma aunu. We'll have some stalls as well. We'll have, you know, games, food, and then accessories for powerlifting, supplements. All of these things we'll have, and then the athletes are going to put on a phenomenal show. So see you at Ox Strength Training Ground, and until next time, be strong. Be strong! Not like me!